And so we're gonna make a crunchy meringue. This is it's a pretty simple recipe, and it's what I love about it is the base of the recipe itself. You can use that, and you can introduce any sort of flavors that you want. So today we're doing coffee, but there's no reason you can't do this and put like vanilla or like a maple syrup or something like that, and you can definitely change it up a little bit. So pretty simple. 3 ingredients. We have 3 egg whites. That's going to go in, and what we want to do is make sure we kind of do this all at the same time. So I have our coffee, which is about a tablespoon and a bit of, this is instant. So instant coffee. This, you can use regular coffee as well. I think that's so you guys can see that a little bit better. All right. So instant coffee, and we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of hot water. So I really want the coffee flavor to come out. If you don't like the coffee flavor that much, you can definitely tone it down.
So if you didn't want to do the instant, then you would just have, could you do espresso?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Something? Oh.
Brewed coffee.
Some brewed coffee, whatever you like.
Yeah. This is just gonna give me a little bit more flavor. So 3 tablespoons. That's gonna go hot right into the egg yolk, or egg white rather. We have organic cane sugar. I'm just putting a little bit just to sweeten it up, but you can, use it to your liking. Put whatever amount you want, and then we want to whisk it pretty much right away while it's still hot. So this is a great. And now, if you don't have a mixer, you can use a hand mixer. You can definitely go by hand. That's how I learned how to do it, is doing it by hand. It takes a little bit longer, but it definitely still works. And I find this technique with adding the hot water, it just speeds up the process a little bit. What you want is soft peaks, stiff peaks. So when I take it out, and I'll show you, this is probably not ready, but if I take it out, you see it's kind of falling through a little bit here. It's pretty good, but it's kind of droopy. Whoa. That's actually pretty good.
So looks great.
The test is if Christy holds it over her head, will it fall?
Are we doing it?
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
Oh my God. Should I?
I'm really frightened. Should be fine. Just do it quick. Yeah. Scaredy cat. All right, very good.
I'll hold it over your head.
But it shouldn't fall. It shouldn't fall. That's usually a good test. She doesn't trust me. We've tried this before and it failed.
It didn't work in rehearsal. No.
So that's it. That's pretty good. That's what we want. It took a minute. Like, does not take long at all. It'll take a little longer if you do it by hand, but not that much longer. Now I'm doing a large format version here. So if you're presenting a big piece, spread it out onto a sheet, whatever shape you like. If you want a square, circle, and go about like no more than 2 inches high. That'll give you a nice crunchy outside and almost like a soft, chewy center. Or otherwise, you can pipe almost into like little individual ones, which I did as well. And you can do several of them onto a baking sheet and then bake it at the same time. So 250 degrees, so very low heat, 250 degrees for about 90 minutes. Okay, so it does take a little bit longer, but this is all inactive cooking. You don't have to watch it for the entire 90 minutes. You just leave it, and it doesn't take that long at all.
Watch a movie. No.
Yeah.
Read a book.
And
that's great.
So this one had a little bit more coffee in it, but this is what it looks like. And it should be nice and crunchy on the outside and a little gooey in the middle. Actually, let me get my plate first.
This looks awesome.
Make a mess.
So if you don't have a piping bag at home, and most of us don't, and you want to make the smaller ones, all you do is take like a large freezer bag and just put it inside, cut the little corner, and you can use that and squeeze that as a piping bag, and it works great.
Now, I was the kid at the Sundae bar who put absolutely every topping on my ice cream. So I kind of encourage you to do the same and explore with different ingredients. I put a small recipe on there to bake apples alongside with the meringue. So it's same temperature, same time, you just throw it in there.
You put everything in the oven together?
That's it. You know, chop up your apples, cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup in there, and it'll cook down into something like this. Whipped cream is a classic. It's kind of what's used most of the time, but we don't do anything classic. And fruit is always a really nice topping, you know, not in terms of not only for the flavor, but the color is really, really nice as well. So yeah, put whatever you want. Again, the chocolate and the coffee goes really well together. But that's pretty much it. And you'll see from the sides, I'll break it and kind of smash it up a little bit.
Suitable for sharing.
And that's it. Very, very simple. Meringue, coffee meringue, baked apples. There you go.
Awesome.